Hi, and welcome to Jack at the Movies. I'm your host, Jack Heim, and today we're concluding our look at Roger Moore's sixth outing as Agent 007 with one of my other favorite moments from Octopussy, the 13th installment of the James Bond franchise, and the sixth outing of Roger Moore's tenure as James Bond. The scene we're going to look at is an action sequence which shows Bond going to rescue our main Bond girl, Octopussy, played by Maud Adams, from our villain, Louis Jourdan, who, after conspiring with if you have not seen the movie, this is a big spoiler alert, but if you have seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. He has conspired with a general named Orlov, played by Steven Berkoff, who would later go against Sylvester Stallone and also Eddie Murphy in both Rambo First Blood Part 2 and also in Beverly Hills Cop 1 to bring a nuclear warhead, a nuclear bomb, into the west side of Berlin to detonate on an American Air Force base. Bond has stopped it with help from Octopussy, and now they had led an armed raid on Kamal's palace, the Monsoon Palace in India. And now Octopussy's been taken. 007 is in hot pursuit to rescue her, and it leads to a mano-a-mano between one of our heavies. But if you have not seen this film, I do recommend that you go watch this on DVD and then come back and see my recommendation, my comments on the sequence. The sequence is the footage here is not owned by me. It's owned by MGM, United Artists, Eon Productions, Dan Jack, and Amazon. So here we go with Octopussy Bond Rescuing Octopussy from Kamal Khan. Let's roll it. John Barry doing the score. Kabir Bedi is one of our henchmen, Gobinda. Oi! Q! Yeah!
What are you doing? Yeah. Oh, cut it out. No time for that. Later, perhaps.
For some of the stunt writer who was doubling Roger Moore was younger than the actor for playing Roger. So this was his first time of playing the role of 007 as a stuntman. Whoa, they're about to get away. The riding sequence, the horse riding would actually return in the next film, in the official films of View to a Kill. But for this part, for aerial stunts, 007 was doubled again by Jake Lombard, who was doubling him, who doubled him previously in Moonraker, in the previous film, before Fear Eyes Only. He doubled him in that film, so he actually got to double him for the first time in that movie. We see some studio shots between our villains and Maud Adams being held captive by our villains, and Roger on the outside of the airplane in studio shots. But for the outside stuff, they actually shot that up in California over the Mojave Desert, with Jake Lombard doubling for Roger and Kabir Bedi being doubled by B.J. Worth. Worth would double for other stunts in the Bond films, and actually would get to double Timothy Dalton in his first outing in The Living Daylights. And then would also double Pierce Brosnan in the Halo jump sequence in Tomorrow Never Dies. Well, I think you shouldn't have been laughing early on, Kamal Khan.
He'd kill us all.
Yep.
Go out and get him. Out there, go. Yes, Excellency.
He's scared. hate that. I hate when a guy hits me. Whoa! And this is where you can see a little bit of discrepancy in the film, because you can see the guy has a parachute on, and you can hear a bit of like the Wilhelm scream, like of the Wilhelm scream in a movie, but not done by Ben Burtt. Oh yeah, he's in deep trouble. Here comes Bond. Hope I jumped! And the reason I make a reference to Indiana Jones a bit is that he's holding her atop a cliff. And they would actually reference a bit of this, of Roger getting a little bit hurt in his shoulder for the scene as a reference to Raiders. Because in Raiders, Indy got shot in his upper arm during when he was getting the Ark of the Covenant back. And so he's holding it by one arm, and this was a miniature, not a real plane, but I think they did. You can see some of the behind the scenes on the Ultimate Edition DVD about how they shot that sequence. Octopussy is a great movie. It's one of my personal favorite James Bond films. Maud Adams, who plays our Bond girl in this film, is my #1 favorite Bond girl of any of the James Bond films. And I'm not gonna go over Eva Green or Diana Rigg because they're characters of Vesper and Tracy. They have both because they were the ones who Bond fell in love with, and he lost his heart to him. This was showing a bit of Bond. Maybe he's thinking of going off into the sunset. And this film was originally going to be his final film. But Roger signed on one more time, and we will look at that not next, but we'll be looking at the return of the original James Bond, Sean Connery, in his real final outing as Agent 007 in Never Say Never Again. So, until next time, this has been Jack. I'm a Jack of the Movie saying so long for now, and I hope you guys enjoyed it.